Welcome back, Loyalists, as we continue our playthrough of Liberty or Death, the 1993 Super Nintendo Classic. We are the British on hard difficulty trying to stomp out the rebellion, and we are in November 1777. The last episode was a big one for us because early on, or the previous episode before that, we lost 3 rivers. But last episode, we were able to take Berlin before getting pushed back out, but it weakened them enough to where, thanks to Henry Clinton, we were able to recapture 3 rivers, solidify Canada, and now have under our control the northern part of Massachusetts. So that's good news. And on our southern front, we were able to expand and gather 2 new areas with Richmond and Roanoke in Virginia. So things are starting, I hope, to look better. We finally captured John Thomas. He's been evading us for quite a while, so that's big news for us. We are going to have to rebuild after those battles, though, and that starts here by reforming a couple of these guys because they are just so beat up. I'm kind of wary about sending Clinton out at the moment because I kind of want to keep him. I don't want to send everybody out at one time because I think that would just backfire on us. So we are going to send those guys out. They'll be back in several months, but again, we can wait. We are not going to use any of that yet. So we're going to hold off. Actually, let's look at the arms position for Carleton. I can't remember where he's at. Oh yeah, he has no arms. So we need to get him some weapons. We are not going to spend everything we have because I'm not worried about Clinton and Durnford too much. And I don't want to give up all of our weapons. This should get him into fighting shape. Okay, so now we're good. Outside of the morale issue for Carleton, everybody else is doing fine. So we're going to see where they're going to attack. Yep, there they are. Norwich is trying to take it back. We do not have a fleet this time, so that is a little disconcerting. But we are going to get Clinton, Durnford, and Andre out there. I'm glad I held on to Clinton. And we don't have the best... Montreal has more numbers, but I don't know if they have the right men. That's the problem right there. They're not trained. Let's check out Quebec. They might take 3 rivers right back from us. Well, it's not going to be Asgill, so we're going to send Helmut Wolf out there and hope he can provide something to help us. We do have Durnford. Do we send St. Those guys are going to do nothing. So we're just going to send Wolf. Otherwise, we're sacrificing Montreal if we do the same. Now, they're only attacking with Norwich. That's a good sign. We did just take it, and they sent help from there, so I'm hoping they're not overly strong. Oh! Look at this. They're just sending James Wadsworth at us. We've got this. We only have our Friedrich Baum, but he is more than capable, especially since we have Clinton, Durnford, and Andre. Wolf, you just chill out up here. Are they going to retreat right off the bat? They probably should. I don't know. I guess we'll maybe go meet them. Let's see. We might change our strategy here, depending on how he sails around. I really just want to make sure he doesn't get on any hills. Let's see. This should be an easy win for us. It'd be nice if we could keep him in the water, but that's not going to be able to happen. Clinton's ready to meet him, though. All right, he's probably just moved into the water. So we're going to move back. We can shift around as he tries to go around us. Let's wait for him and see what happens. All right, here he comes. All right, not the best, but Durnford's going to level this off real fast. As soon as we get a new regiment up here and we get it over to Waterville, Clinton's going to have to go reform, which is unfortunate. All right, let's keep it on him while we can. We have the flanking fire going on him. Maybe we get lucky and we capture him, which removes him from the game for a little bit because we're not going to keep him. We're going to take the money instead. But the good thing is them only attacking with one unit shows how thin they are right now. So they're just as weak as us, only we've taken out some of their best. And that should be the battle. There we go. So we pushed him back. No captured, but that's okay. He's going to take a while to get ready again, especially to train up. No problem there. And we took very minimal losses. It's a good thing we have Durnford up there. All right, so with that being said, we are now going to take this time to jump ahead to our next event. All right, as we advance into December, we have a new regiment, just one though. It is in Montreal, which is an important location for us. That's good. Meyer Roth, who's actually pretty decent. He's coming well equipped. And he's got the discipline to get his unit up to par for us pretty quickly, I hope. Hopefully they don't have a lot of new regiments themselves, though. That's going to be a concern. We can't do anything with Fort Western. We're going to keep it here in the north real quick because I have a feeling we could find ourselves into some trouble. Pretty soon they might launch another attack because they probably got new regiments as well. So Asgill is pretty worthless at the moment. We're going to send him to get reformed so he can come back with a full 500 men regiment. Could have sent Rawl over there to Three Rivers, but at the moment I think this is our best route because we still have Clinton and Carleton and these guys here ready to go. We could launch a preemptive attack on Berlin, but I don't think that's going to be helpful as long as Carleton has a 28 in his training. Once he gets up to par, we'll be good to go. Okay. Now we do have the ability to, with Leslie engage up in 1 and 2, Penobscot Bay and St. John's, we do have the ability to do parades, try to increase the support we have. The only problem is both Leslie and Gage are not well liked. Their reputation is in the toilet. But Gage upped it too. We will gladly take that. Okay, so the key thing here with Montreal is to train, train, train. Except Webster needs to get reformed, which limits what we can do with Burgoyne. If Webster had 200 or so men, I'd hold off on the reform to get one more training with Burgoyne, but with so few men, he's not worth having around. And he's wounded anyways. This way he can come back to us ready to fight. March 1st. So again, it's going to be a long winter that we're going to have to wait this out. But every time we get a few new regiments. So what I'm trying to decide is, do I want to rotate where I'm getting new regiments between the central and the north, or do I just want to commit to one completely? That's got me kind of in limbo. I'm not sure which way I want to go yet. Right now I'm leaning towards alternating because that way we can keep a pressure, potentially advance on each front. But the northern front is so much more stretched out. They might need the help more. I think we can consolidate in just Virginia with the central with the units that we have. Ooh, Baum is ready to go. Let's go ahead and draft with him. Because it's not going to take too much to get him maxed out. The number might be intimidating to the Americans and keep them at bay. Okay, so we filled our ranks. Let's hope there's no attack. And there is no attack, which means we will now jump ahead to hopefully us launching an attack. Well, actually, let's see if we got the ability to do so right here. We need to get von Heister and Sauber. Let's take a quick look at Richmond. So Richmond only has one officer. We're going to have to do the attack with Norfolk up here, it looks like. Holder could launch the attack. Norfolk, how beat up are they? So they're in good shape. Okay, so what I think we're going to do is we are going to move we're going to move Prevost over to Richmond to free up Holder to support an attack into Alexandria. But before we do that, we need to make sure the other units train so they'll be ready to go since we're leaving them behind. Yeah, we need one more unit in the central, I think, to really break through and take both Winchester and Alexandria. If we do those, we only have one front to worry about with Baltimore, or we could launch an attack at Baltimore, and if we take that, that can be our front line. And we can just hold there and do until as the North presses down to pressure them from the other side. Okay, so we're going to move Prevost over, and we're going to jump ahead till either we launch an attack up there at Alexandria or something else happens. All right, we are over at Norfolk. I think it's time to launch our attack. I want to keep on them, press them out of Virginia. If we can get Virginia before the end of this one. So McLeod is a very capable officer. He's one of our best. So is Baird. He's not as trained as I would like, but we're going to have artillery support. So my goal is to just crush them. Ooh. Actually, let's buy some powder first, because we're going to need a lot of it if we're going to be bombing. So we'll use Baird to do that. Get as much powder as we can. We're going to bring it all with us. And then to hope nothing crazy happens and we can send some supplies from Warrenton. Now, last time we failed to attack here, but they only had Gist. I'm hoping that's still the case. Here, we'll leave 4 powder. If we win this, we'll capture powder that we can send back from Alexandria as well. Holder is ready to go. We will wear down whoever they have here. Doesn't look like they got any more support. Hopefully we can capture him and remove him as well, because he's a capable officer, and if we can weaken that, it helps us that much more. Please don't make us start over on the right. Okay. So McLeod and Jaegerman, and then we got Holder ready to go. They only have the one, and he is a good commander. And if I remember right, he is trained and armed and morale as well. So this is going to be all about attrition. Need to get in position. We're going to let Jaegerman. Let's see, McLeod. I would love to get Holder up on that hill. Let's wait. Don't want something weird to happen at night. Okay, let's let the bombardment commence. 52 at a time. That will make short order of him if he just sits there. I want to get him into the 300s before we move McLeod closer. Or, whoa. Okay. We're going to let McLeod move up here for the moment. I do want Holder to be able to move onto that hill if he will let us. It's almost there. All right. We can get up onto the hillside and get the bombardment in, and then that way if he decides to come out at us, we can hit him with both Jaegermen and McLeod. We're going to keep our soldiers for us. Just use the cannons. He's not coming out. His only hope would be to come out. And there's so much powder and supplies there, so we will be able to easily send supplies back to Norfolk and be one away from taking all of Virginia. I hope I'm set up to capture him as well. Okay. Let's see. Nothing crazy is happening, so what I'm going to do is jump ahead to the end of this battle. If this is all we're going to do, if something changes, we'll jump back in. All right, the battle ended. We came out victorious. We first gravely injured Gist, and then we were able to actually capture him. So things went really well. Now, he's not as good as I remember. So I do think... I think we're going to release him because it's going to take him a while before he gets back fielded back anyways. He's not the best officer they have. We will send supplies back as soon as we get a chance. So now as we come to the south, it's all about building up our support. So let's skip ahead to the next major event. All right, mid-December is here, and we have new regiments arriving. Hopefully we get in, and we do get them in key places. Quite a few as well. This should be our new officer as well. And it is D'Albont, who does not have a cannon, of course. But that's still okay because we have Cornwallis, Ridesaw, and Craig all coming back. Oh, they all have weapons. They all have decent morale. That is great news. So now we have 2 pieces of artillery up there. We just have to build the cannon. We should have the money. If we don't have it now, we will have it in January. So that is some of the best news we could have got. Now the question is, do I launch another attack? And I think I will at Winchester. We have the ability to fight. So we're going to send Jaegermen out there because, again, and this might backfire. I don't know what they have, but I'm trying to be aggressive and lock down Virginia before the new session of Parliament comes for 2 reasons. 1, it gets us a lot more money by holding Virginia. 2, it will hopefully solidify support in Parliament so they don't give me another vote of confidence, because if I lock down another colony, I've been making progress everywhere. I'm hoping that'll be enough. Now, we have plenty of artillery here as long as they don't have multiple. They did not send help. Baltimore has not sent help. So hopefully that means they just have 1 unit here. And that's all. Okay, and it is... Oh, and it's only 57 men. Excellent. I would like to capture him, but he's probably going to leave right away. But we might have just locked down Virginia. The only thing I can think that they might do, and I don't really see this as a threat, is this will give them another unit in Baltimore. So they could attack with that militia unit and try to retake one of ours, but we're going to have artillery support, so it's not going to matter. And if nothing else, it'll weaken their attack and weaken their defense because we're going to be able to support wherever they attack. So we have locked down Virginia. And now we can move some forces up into Winchester and Alexandria. We've got a couple units we can. We do need more soldiers down here, though. I think that's painfully obvious. We don't need to take anything with us. We just took over all that. We're going to leave the money here as well because I'm hoping they had a lot there. Von Heister can this way draft and build up his army. So before we go, let's look at where we are at as far as support goes, because it's not going to change that much between now and the session. So lots of blue. Virginia has 12, but look at that, 296. So we could do a Gazette with Von Heister just to break into that a little bit. Maryland only 4 support, Pennsylvania 4 support, 1 from New York, 1 from New Hampshire. Canada's average is 75, and Montreal's the thing that's holding that down, I believe. Massachusetts is at 9. Rhode Island 0, Connecticut 1, New Jersey 3, Delaware 17, surprisingly. Now, this is where we've been spending lots of money and effort in the South, even in Florida, to lock down the support. North Carolina's at an average support of 55 now. South Carolina, we are upped it to 73. Georgia's up to 85, and Florida's at 88 because I have done gazettes there. Even though it's not bringing the income, I want to lock that down at 100 support. Then they can send their money north from there. Now, if we look at the government, this is the part that worries me. Canada loves us. Massachusetts, not so much. Pennsylvania, for some reason, is okay with us. Maryland's not good either. Virginia's getting there, maybe, but Georgia at 91 is important. Florida at 80 is important. South Carolina at 57 and North Carolina at 60. I wish they were higher. Delaware's at 34, which is good news. Treasury Secretary, for some reason, doesn't like us, even though we're bringing in more money. Colonial likes us. War is the 100. We want to see 100. Sandwich from Admiralty is going to give us a lot of support, it looks like. And Lord North is on the fence. Lots of income coming in. So this is going to be super important that we withstand and not have a vote of confidence against this. So what I think might be the best move is to run a Gazette to try to crack into that Virginia support a little bit more. Gets us more income as well. If we can jump it. Okay, so 11. That's a big win. We're not going to do any more because I think it's important that we rebuild and be ready to fight. So we're going to let him draft this turn. Next time he can buy the arms that he needs. And then with what money he has, we can send that elsewhere to try to get them built back up as well. But I think if we can get one, they're not going to give us 2 regiments. They don't support us enough. But if we can get 1 new regiment to support us, we'll be set. So Prevost is also going to do a Gazette. Because again, I think it's super important that we try to up this as much as we possibly can. And that's going to be a big one. We can go ahead and max out Prevost. I think I'm going to keep him here. Because by keeping him here, Holder can go support either one of the districts that might get attacked. And I think that's our best move. Let's send Holder again. We can get them fully armed, even better. And now we're set. We can get our support up here with their 4 powder. They're not going to do anything down there, so let's move them up. Do we move them to Alexandria? I think we do, just to prevent any kind of... to deter any potential attacks. We're going to move Baird up there. He's a better officer overall. I don't think we need to take anything with us, though. They should have plenty of supplies. And I think next time we ask for support in the central. It's probably where we need it to try to solidify this area. Again, striking Maryland would be huge. We have enough officers up in the north to at least gain one more district before we get any more support. Potentially two. Unfortunately, we can't do anything there. Okay, so we're going to now jump until we get to the north, and we'll play out the north to see if anything crazy happens up there as we get into our parliamentary session. All right, we are up in the north now. We're going to play it through on this because they could launch an attack at us. It wouldn't surprise me, but we can at least see what we have available. One thing we're going to do on this one, instead of drilling, we are going to parade. We need to try to get our support up as much as we possibly can. That's not going to do much, but that's okay. It gets us something. Cracking into that Massachusetts port. And here comes the attack that we were ready for. Norwich is attacking Three Rivers. That means they just got some new soldiers, I bet. But we did as well. So we are not going to be sending Cornwallis. Ugh. You know what? We'll keep him. We'll send him. Hopefully not use him. And we know sending anybody from Quebec's not going to help us because he doesn't have any artillery. We can send St. Luke. Fitzwalter's just a meat shield anyways. Wolfe and Roth are both capable. So we have lots of soldiers that are in good shape to defend. Oh, they got lots of new soldiers because they're actually supporting with Berlin this time. This has me nervous. They're not going to be trained. Oh, they don't have as many as I thought. So they have Ward, who doesn't have any weapons or training, but we saw what John Thomas can do by just throwing sticks and stones at us. Silliman is not ready to fight, and Warner is, but that's about it. So this could be a good chance for us to really weaken them. We're going to put these guys down here to see if we can entice them to come at us. I don't think they will. Yeah, they're going to sail off. Which is fine. We'll be ready for them. This is a chance to get a big prize if we can capture Ward. Kind of want to see if it's possible to build a... Oh, he's coming straight at us. Okay. So we need to do a little bit of shifting here. He's going to come at whoever is in his way up here. So we're going to put Andre there. We're going to move Clinton down here, Cornwallis here. So if we need Cornwallis, we can use him. But again, we're trying to avoid that if at all costs. I think Baum can take Ward pretty handily, but we're going to have Durnford down there to help. So Clinton's going to be reformed next time. That's why if we don't have to use Cornwallis, we're not going to. Because now that Cornwallis is back, we can send Clinton to get reformed because Carleton is getting himself up ready to go as well. We could entrench down this way, but I think they're either going after Andre to try to punch through, or they're going to go after Clinton just because he's the weakest one. Now, that's a good sign, except for the fact that with 4 arms, he's still able to take out that many, which is insane. Okay, that's a good sign for us as well. No flanking fire from Clinton, which is surprising. But that's going to be devastating enough as it is. Okay, so they sacrificed Ward on this battle. Basically. Clinton's got enough to hold those off. Let's see if we can sink him. That's excellent on its own right. We are going to need to shift some money around up here in the north to build a new cannon. We should have it after defending at Three Rivers these 2 battles, though. Let's go after Ward just a little bit more. We might actually attack him. He's weak enough. Let's see if we get a lucky shot. Oh, I forgot to attack with Andre. I've been forgetting to do that. But that's okay. Alright, Ward's done. So now we need to focus our attention over here to protect Clinton, because we do not want to get Cornwallis involved in this battle if at all possible. And we don't need to get him involved in this battle. Alright, Warner's gone. They should be moving somebody else to take his place up there. Silliman should be moving up there. 19-5. What a devastating attack. There goes Ward. We couldn't capture him, unfortunately. Surprised Silliman's still going. Clinton's able to hold him off even. I don't want to attack with Andre quite yet. I want to weaken... Well, I was hoping that daybreak would be coming. So we might have to actually launch an attack at the moment. Just to put a little pressure off of Clinton. There we go. Okay, that was enough to send him out. So we didn't capture anybody. Silliman's going to be used to attack again probably, but the other 2 are so beat up they're not going to be able to do anything against us. Holds them back a little bit. No, we don't have any money here with Leslie. But we are going to see what we can do as we get ready for the next parliamentary session, which I'm nervous about. Because it could go bad for us. Even though we're winning, they still are trying to get rid of me. Makes no sense. We can't build that cannon. All right, Clinton, you, sir, have done your duty. Go rest. Come back fully prepared March 16th. So right before the next session, he'll be back. But Hal should be coming back soon. All right. Lord Cornwallis. You're going to replace Clinton as the key to our defense and attack up here. When we get Hal back and we get Carleton up to power, if we can have Cornwallis, Hal, Carleton, and Durnford, that is an attack-worthy force to go after Berlin. Especially if we can get Audubon down here as well. Okay, good. We can do a parade, actually. We need to save the money this time, because this isn't going to do enough to where it will be worth spending the money that we can use to build a cannon instead. Unfortunately, we didn't get any support. Montreal looks set. We're going to drill. Nobody got hit that last time. Yeah, everybody has enough men to be of service. Burgoyne needs to stop having to reform these men so he can actually train himself and get himself up to strength. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay, see, this is the one that's holding us back, though, at 67. All right, so here's the money. Oh, they just got a new shipment. What can we buy? What are his arms at? Ooh, they're bad. No wonder he wasn't doing more damage. Let's max him out. We'll send the money next time. That'll make him much more capable. Now we can move with some money. Oh, we can. That's where the fleet landed. Okay. We can move him down to Waterville, so we'll have 2 cannons, hopefully. With all the Albont comes down there. We're going to take all the money. In January, we should have, with the new income, we should have enough money to put us over the top, definitely, and make a cannon for him. We're going to let Rawl, instead of training this one, we're going to have him parade, hopefully get us up one more. We want Canada up to that 100. Oh, that's a nice boost to have 2 from a parade. That's a good boost. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can survive our session. Yep, here we go, Connecticut. Oh boy. Canada, please start us off. Canada likes us. Okay. New Hampshire likes us. Rhode Island. Oh, this is good. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, Virginia even liked us, but North Carolina doesn't. South Carolina, Georgia. Okay, we are finally getting support. Okay, that is one of the best things we've seen. 12-8, way better than the October one. The October surprise. Oh, and they're giving us 2 promotions. That is really, really good news. Let's see if there's any loyalty crisis that we need to help with. We'll boot D'Albont because he is on the front lines. We now can also increase our reputation. Who has the lowest? Grierson. His reputation is junk. He can't do much for us down there, so we're going to get him up there. This promotion will boost his reputation, make him better for doing parades and such. We've got lots of money in the bank. Secretary of War, send him to the Central, and we get 2 regiments. We have broken through the support here. Okay, Lord of Admiralty. What do we want? I mean, we have cannons up here now. I think Berlin is our next target. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to do a transport from... So we could attack Berlin. Possibly Portsmouth this time. Our goal this next session is to get Berlin, for sure. Potentially Norwich or Portsmouth. Probably Portsmouth. But we're not going to have enough to really do anything. Just like down here, we're only going to try to get Baltimore, and that's about it. So we're going to do a transport from 3 Rivers. The only reason why is that way we'll have a fleet to defend. We're going to up that quite a bit. We will spend more because we need to keep him on our side, keep him happy. Let's work on the first fleet again. We'll do 10. And that gives us plenty of money. We're just going to put a lot of it at the regiments. Now we have a good flow of income, so we don't need to worry about saving, really. They have enough fleets, apparently, to get command of the seas. So next time we will probably max out. If we have at least 7,000 again, we're going to max out. Oh, look at that. Philadelphia is open. Should we transport from 3 Rivers? We won't be able to make it past 2 fleets, but that'd be fun to try. Yeah, so we're going to need to max out the first fleet or start building a 4th fleet. But we have the money now. Okay, winter chill. Canada's going to get hit. Massachusetts is going to get hit. 2 places we don't want to see get hit. Fort Western, Montreal, Augusta. Huh. That one's not as crucial for us, so that's okay. Okay, where are we going to be starting at? So we're starting in the south. I want to take a look at where we are at as far as the government support goes. Canada's at 96 now. Florida's at 92. Georgia's at 100, so that's good. We've locked him down. And North Carolina, we just can't get him to like us. Treasury's warming up a little bit. Colonial Secretary, we know war is good. Admiralty, Prime Minister likes us now. And we will start to get more income as we build up support, continuing in places such as in Atlanta. We're going to max out Atlanta, I hope, now with Gardner. He almost got a promotion because his reputation also stinks. Okay, so we're close. So Atlanta will get close to maxing out this time. We'll see. I think we're going to, wrap it up here at this episode. It's been a good one. We've had a lot of progress. I really like that we have support now coming in Parliament. Anytime you're getting 2 promotions or 2 regiments, that means you are winning the support. We won that vote of confidence last time very easily. That was really good news for us. So hopefully things continue, and we will see even more when we get 2 new regiments in Virginia. That means we can definitely start to push potentially for Philadelphia. Maybe not in this session because those regiments aren't going to get there until probably March. But then in the summer months, between April and July, the spring, summer there, we will be able to hopefully take Philadelphia this year is what I'm hoping. But you can see here, we are spending our money on gazettes, trying to get this support as best we can. Von Donop's a guy that I would like to get up there into Virginia if we have some bad regiments show up. Simcoe is in 39 Guilford, and he's another one I would like to get up into Virginia as well. We are about to max out St. Augustine. So hopefully you've been enjoying this. Remember, if you haven't already, please consider putting that subscribe button. It helps it grow. I want other people to find this and get this recommended to them so they can, if they haven't yet discovered this amazing game, they can discover it as well. Follow along with it. I want to thank you all for your support. And with that being said, we are going to see how things go on the next one as we get in 1778. I think this is going to be a big year for the British Empire as we are finding more and more support and strength to stop the American rebels. So thanks again for joining me on this one, and we will see you on the next one.